On a quiet city street, a tiny fat cat named Muffin waddles into the morning sun, his tail swaying gently behind him. Passing shopkeepers greet Muffin with warm smiles as he pauses, belly low to the cobblestones, to sniff at a tangle of daisies by the bakery. Inside the bakery window, the baker waves, sliding a lonely pastry toward Muffin, hoping for a happy purr. Muffin ponders the offer, his round face curious, but he hesitates, distracted by the cheerful giggle of a child across the street. The child, Rosie, drops a doll and Muffin, round and soft, ambles over, alert to her quiet sniffles of disappointment. Gently, Muffin noses the doll back toward Rosie, his whiskers twitching and eyes warm with understanding. Rosie hugs Muffin, her tears replaced by a glowing smile, and Muffin purrs deeply, the vibration visible in his pudgy frame. A gust of wind scatters crisp leaves down the sidewalk. Muffin springs after them, as agile as his roundness allows. Following his playful chase, Muffin flops in a sunny patch, exhausted, while pigeons watch curiously from a windowsill nearby. The birds coo among themselves, debating whether Muffin poses a threat, but his serene nap assures them they are safe. From above, elderly Mrs. Klein leans out, tossing down leftover crumbs with a fond gaze at Muffin's sleeping form. Startled by a distant barking, Muffin awakens, fur puffed with surprise as a rambunctious dog bounds into view. The dog, Max, slows on noticing Muffin, his tail wagging in a tentative greeting, unsure of this rotund feline. Muffin arches his back, considering whether to stand his ground or retreat beneath a bench for safety. Instead, Muffin merely blinks and stretches, his fat limbs languid, and Max quietly rests nearby in a silent truce. A group of children rush past, their laughter echoing. One almost trips over Muffin, but he simply rolls aside with an indignant huff. The children's mother stops, kneeling to pet Muffin's silky ears, grateful for a moment of calm amid the day's rush. As the sun climbs higher, Muffin heads toward his favorite shop, the miniature bookstore, full of nooks and mysteries. Inside, the kindly owner, Mr. Green, lifts Muffin onto the counter, where Muffin settles among stacks of old, fragrant books. Mr. Green reads aloud, his gentle voice floating over Muffin like a lullaby, drawing in a small crowd of regulars. Each word seems to comfort Muffin, who purrs contentedly as tales of brave mice and legendary cats unfold. A little boy with a nervous expression edges closer, clutching a battered library card, shy around strangers. Muffin pushes a paw toward the boy, inviting him nearer, and the boy cautiously scratches Muffin's chin, a smile blooming. Seeing their bond, Mr. Green hands the boy a special book about cats, and the boy's eyes widen with wonder. By noon, Muffin wanders back outside, his short legs carrying him to a shady park lined with marigolds. Here, he watches a squirrel dart along a fence, both intrigued and mildly offended by its slender, energetic leaps. A fluttering butterfly lands on Muffin's ear. He gently tilts his head, careful not to disturb the delicate visitor. Mrs. Klein arrives with a picnic basket, laying out treats for the neighborhood's favorite cat and his friends. Muffin shares crumbs with the birds and a shy hedgehog, enjoying company as sunlight haloed his round figure. The park fills with gentle music as a street violinist plays, and Muffin's eyes half close, lost in the melody. Rosie joins Muffin under a tree, whispering a secret in his ear before nestling beside him in the cooling grass. Max the dog reappears, offering Muffin a stick in playful friendship, and together, they watch the clouds drift by. Muffin's eyelids flicker and he dreams, in his mind, he is the swiftest feline, darting through tall waves of grass. A sharp meow pulls Muffin from his nap. A rival cat, sleek and sassy, demands a share of Muffin's picnic spot. They stare one another down, but Muffin only gazes serenely, shifting over slightly to share the shade without protest. With diplomacy won, the stranger settles beside Muffin, granting both cats a companionable, silent truce. Clouds gather overhead, hinting at rain. Muffin tucks his feet beneath him, prepared for the first cool drops. The street violinist packs away, and the baker hurries past, umbrella raised, pausing to give Muffin one last head scratch. Thunder rumbles low. Rosie's parents appear, coaxing her inside, but not before she hugs Muffin goodbye, cheeks dimpled with joy. Muffin ambles down alleys toward his own secret shelter, paws soundless on the wet stone, fur dotted with raindrops. Inside an old tool shed behind the bookstore, Muffin curls atop wool blankets, safe and snug as the storm rages outside. Lightning flashes, Muffin's eyes gleam golden, his ears alert to distant rolls of thunder and the soft hum of rain. He listens to the storm, heart steady, remembering every gentle voice and kind touch from his day outside. Morning returns, the world fresh and washed, and Muffin emerges, stretching, ready for another round of city adventures. A blue jay lands at his feet, bold and curious, Muffin observes, deciding this bird means no harm. On his walk, Muffin spots Rosie waiting anxiously at the school steps, searching for her new friend. He waddles up, brushing against her leg, and her face lights up, worries forgotten for a moment in his presence. They sit together, Muffin's tail flicking in contentment as a gentle breeze stirs the morning air around them. Nearby, Max barks a greeting, the dog's enthusiasm drawing laughter from Rosie and a lazy blink from Muffin. Mrs. Klein passes by, waving a knitted scarf she promises to bring for Muffin's next chilly evening. Another day unfolds. Muffin visits the pond, watching dragonflies skim the surface, his reflection rippling beside them. Muffin chases shadows along a stone wall, his round form a lively silhouette against the golden afternoon light. Hours pass, and Muffin lounges by the flower cart, inhaling the scents of lilac and sweet pea, soothed by gentle petal drops. The day grows quiet. Muffin strolls home beneath glowing streetlights, a familiar warmth guiding each step. Back inside the shed, the bookstore's window glows softly, Mr. Green's silhouette framed by books and lamplight. He opens the door for Muffin, who trots inside, greeted by the whiff of old paper and crisp autumn air. Muffin leaps to his favorite pillow, purring as stories spin around him, memories of the day softly spinning, too. Mr. Green strokes Muffin's head affectionately, whispering gratitude for the comfort brought by such small, steadfast company. Through the window, Muffin sees Rosie wave from her room, her bedtime light blinking an affectionate good night. The city quiets, and Muffin's heavy eyes close, his body curled up safe among friends and gentle dreams. As the moon rises, clouds slip away, and the neighborhood seems to breathe in time with Muffin's steady slumber. The bakery, park, shops, and homes each waits for Muffin's return, holding a silent place for the day's plump hero. Muffin dreams of new scents, playful leaps, and the laughter of friends lingering in the echo of a perfect day. In the gentle glow of night, a contented purr fills the shed, and Muffin's world rests tranquil until dawn arrives once more.